I'm gonna have to reach for new heights. And if I have to stand alone, I'm not afraid to face the throne. The enemy is all around. The walls crumble as I watch them fall down. Is this my final fantasy? Every single time I hear you say, if I rise, I will not crash. I will not fall from first to last. Till nothing's left inside, I will not lead you down a broken path. With every breath and every stride, I still need you here by my side to take me by the hand. But once again, I'm blinded by the light. We won't back down from a fight. No, we won't back down from a fight.
Hi, I'm Alina Safargulova. I work for eSports.com, and here's our global content director, Benjamin Kratsch, today with us. Hi, Benny, how are you? Why do you love working for eSports.com?
You know, you can't grow if you don't challenge yourself, right? And I think eSports.com is the biggest project I've had the pleasure to work on. I still remember in November 2016, we have this first Skype call with Phil, our CEO, and Benny, our chief esports officer, and they presented their vision. And you could see the fire in their eyes, you know, like they were really burning for this project. And really, you have to meet these guys. I mean, they're on fire when they talk about eSports.com. And that's something where I was like, yeah, I want to be part of it, right? This is, and I think this is really huge. And I really want to underline, we're not just building a project and like a product and like a community portal with superb sports journalism for, you know, Europe and America. But it's so interesting to see we're already rising in fan base, for example, in Dubai, right? In Singapore, in Asia. So like basically building a project on this global scale, this is like really, really super exciting.
Benny, tell us more about your professional and personal background.
I actually started at Giga eSports at NBC Universal, and it was like a TV show about gaming and esports. And you know, this really got me going into the industry and like gaming and esports. And back in the days, Warcraft 3, The Frozen Throne was so big, right? We were already filling halls with this, but I could have never envisioned that right now we're filling Madison Square Garden, we're filling Staples Center, right? Esports is growing so big, it's now a $1 billion industry.
You're responsible for our editorial team worldwide. What do you think going to make eSports.com stand out from competition?
You know, I actually have a background in not only in gaming and esports journalism, but also lifestyle, right? I've done a lot of stuff with GQ and Red Bull, so I really know how to do a portrait, how to, you know, tell a story. And I think this is something that's kind of missing right now. I think we have pretty good esports journalism already, but, you know, we don't really go behind the scenes. And this is what we want to do, right? We want to really meet the players on the plane, really meet them in their team houses, meet them maybe even, you know, in their private life, and sort of like get more of a glimpse into their own real life and universe and stuff like that. And you know, I think this is something that's really missing so far, because if you take a look at sports journalism, it's way more about personality. It's way more about, you know, how do they practice? It's way more about how do they live, right? People are really interested in what kind of mansion Cristiano Ronaldo has, right? And I think it would be really cool to meet Faker at his home. It would be interesting to see what kind of lifestyle does he have. You know, is it stressing him out that he has to fly all the time? That kind of stuff. And you know, I think we will really have this in-depth esports interviews, right? We'll really go in-depth and, you know, get you like in touch with the game. But I think it's also really important to get people in touch with the personality. And this is kind of missing, and I really want to bring this to the table.
It's really interesting, Benny. But scoring exclusive deals is tough. How are you planning to achieve this?
Partnerships. Partnerships are key. I mean, we just scored a really big partnership with ESL, who are like a global partner for us. And they have like 5,000 employees all over the world. They have all these studios, all these assets. And you know, this is something that really excites me as a creative person, because you just have to see their trailers. They're like movie trailers, right? We're talking about a production quality that is really sky high. And yeah, I mean, sure, it won't be easy for us to score, you know, exclusives all the time. But I mean, this brand is so big, right? And I really remember, you know, as I said in the Skype call, because we had this discussion, right? We had this discussion within the team and with investors, obviously, should we buy eSports.com or not? And really, this was like the best decision ever because it opens you doors, it opens you the gates, right? Like we're talking with teams in Asia and America, everywhere. And they are like, wait, you're the guys that bought like the biggest brand in esports, the biggest domain, let's talk. And this opens us doors, and I think it will grow into way more partnerships. And I'm pretty sure that teams will be very interested in a new form of sports journalism as well.
What is your vision for eSports.com?
First, superb sport journalism, as I said, really going behind the scenes, giving you the information other people can't give you, right? Second, superb live streams, hosting, all that stuff. I think this is will be really cool to basically really meet those people in their team houses. And when we talk about esports these days, we're really talking about digital athletes. They have their own nutrition experts, they have their own training coaches, they have their own drill instructors for military, right? I think it would be really cool to follow them around for like a training camp, for example. And third, I think it's really cool that our founders and like our management is really into pushing esports into Olympia, right? Because they train like athletes and they should be treated like athletes. And I think it's very interesting because I think Michael Phelps, for example, said that, right? He said he wants esport stars staying next to him, receiving a medal, right? And this is something we have to fight for. And I think we're on a really good path on that.
Thank you, Benny.
Thank you.
eSports.com, the home of esports.